When two people fall in love, the feeling is overwhelming. Their hearts beat faster, conversations feel endless, and every moment together seems almost magical. But what happens when that love is stretched across distance? When two people who want nothing more than to be close must learn how to stay connected across miles, time zones, and the silence of empty rooms. Long-distance relationships are never easy. They test patience, commitment, and trust in ways that few other relationships do. And in the middle of this challenge lies an even deeper question. How do you show love when your partner is not physically present? How do you keep their heart warm when your hands cannot reach theirs? The answer often lies in understanding love languages. Love languages are the ways in which people give and receive love. For some, love is felt through words. For others, it is through touch. For some, it is through gifts or acts of service, while others feel it most through time spent together. In everyday relationships, these love languages play a huge role. But in long-distance relationships, they become even more critical. Because when distance takes away one form of connection, couples must lean more heavily on the others. Let us start with words of affirmation. For many people, hearing loving words is what keeps them feeling secure. In a long-distance relationship, this language becomes lifeblood. The absence of physical closeness can make insecurities louder, doubts stronger, and silence heavier. But when partners use kind, affirming, and encouraging words, they build a bridge across the miles. A simple "I love you," "I'm proud of you," "I miss you," and "I can't wait to see you" can carry incredible weight. And unlike casual chatter, words of affirmation remind the other person that distance has not lessened the love. In fact, words become more precious because they are the only touch available. Now think of quality time. In long-distance love, quality time does not mean sitting on the same couch or walking side by side. It means carving out moments across the distance where both people are fully present. It may be a long late-night phone call, a video chat, or even watching the same movie while miles apart. What matters is not the activity itself, but the intention, to focus only on each other, to give undivided attention despite the separation. In long-distance relationships, quality time requires planning, because time zones, schedules, and responsibilities often collide. Yet when couples prioritize it, even a short conversation can feel like a deep embrace. Then there are acts of service. In person, acts of service might mean cooking a meal or fixing something around the house. But in long-distance love, it requires creativity. It could mean helping your partner with an online task, sending them useful resources, or even managing something on their behalf when they cannot. It might be as simple as ordering their favorite food to be delivered to their door, or helping them prepare for an exam or interview through encouragement and guidance. Acts of service say, "Even though I'm far away, I am still here for you," and that reminder can mean everything. Next, let us think about receiving gifts. Many people misunderstand this love language. It is not about materialism. It is about thoughtfulness. In long-distance relationships, a gift becomes more than just an object. It becomes a symbol of presence, a reminder that your partner thought of you even when you were not physically near. It could be a handwritten letter, a small care package, a framed photo, or even something digital like a playlist. The size does not matter. What matters is that it carries meaning. In the loneliness of distance, a gift can serve as a tangible piece of love, something to hold on to when words and calls are not enough. And then there is physical touch, perhaps the hardest love language to sustain in a long-distance relationship. For those who thrive on touch, being apart can feel especially painful. Hugs, kisses, holding hands, all of these are impossible when separated. But this is where couples must be patient and creative. They may send each other items of clothing carrying their scent, or record videos, or share reminders of physical presence until they meet again. And when they finally do see each other, physical touch becomes even more meaningful. Every hug feels longer, every kiss feels deeper, every moment of closeness feels sacred, because it is no longer taken for granted. What makes long-distance relationships so challenging is that they strip away the ease of love. In close relationships, partners can show affection naturally throughout the day. But in long-distance love, every act must be intentional. You cannot simply lean over and hold their hand. You cannot casually kiss them before bed. You cannot spontaneously surprise them with dinner. You must plan. You must choose. You must commit to showing love across the distance. And in that effort, in that intentionality, long-distance couples often discover a deeper level of love languages because they must learn to speak them fluently and with purpose. Another truth about love languages in long-distance relationships is that communication becomes even more vital. Misunderstandings can grow quickly when partners are apart. Silence can be mistaken for neglect. A busy schedule can feel like rejection. And so couples must talk openly about their love languages. They must express what they need. I feel loved when you say kind words. I feel close to you when we spend time talking. I feel cared for when you help me with something important. These conversations may feel vulnerable, but they are the foundation of surviving distance. At the same time, long-distance love also requires flexibility. A partner whose primary love language is physical touch may struggle deeply when apart. But if both people are willing to adapt, they can find temporary substitutes until they meet again. For example, focusing on words of affirmation and quality time may help fill the void. Love languages are not rigid boxes. They are guides to help couples understand and support each other more deeply. It is also worth remembering that long-distance relationships can transform love languages into rituals. A nightly goodnight call becomes a tradition. A surprise package in the mail becomes a cherished memory. A shared playlist becomes a soundtrack of connection. These rituals are not just about love languages. They are about stability. They give the relationship rhythm, comfort, and continuity, even when life feels uncertain. Some might wonder if long-distance relationships can really survive. And the truth is, many do. Some even thrive. Because distance forces couples to communicate clearly, to value small gestures, to appreciate time together, and to become more intentional about love. And at the heart of it all, love languages provide the roadmap. They guide partners in expressing affection in ways that bridge the gap between hearts, even when miles apart. Imagine this. A woman thousands of miles away receives a handwritten letter in the mail. She holds it to her chest, feeling her partner's presence in the words. Or a man after a long day opens his phone to find a surprise video message from the person he loves, and suddenly his exhaustion fades into joy. Or two people in different cities hit play at the same time on a movie and laugh together over video chat as if they were sitting side by side. These are not small moments. They are love languages in action, and they are what keep the connection alive. Keeping love alive across distance is not about grand gestures. It is about consistent effort. It is about showing love in the language your partner understands, day after day, week after week, until the distance no longer feels like a barrier. It is about remembering that while miles may separate bodies, they do not have to separate hearts. And when the day finally comes, when the flights are booked, when the bags are packed, when two people who have loved each other across screens and calls finally meet face to face, the reunion is like no other, because every moment apart has been preparing them for that embrace. Every word, every call, every act of love across distance makes that hug feel like coming home. And in that moment, every sacrifice feels worth it. So to every couple loving each other across distance, remember this: your love is not weaker because of the miles. It is stronger because it must stretch across them. Your love is not fading because you cannot touch. It is growing because you are learning new ways to reach each other's hearts. And your love will not disappear in silence, as long as you keep speaking the language your partner understands. Love languages are not just theories, they are lifelines. And in long-distance relationships, they are the very bridge that keeps two souls connected until they can finally stand side by side again.